racing record, 1:54 by a certain Casta Semenya. Kendra Chambers goes on the outside. She will be the pacemaker, looking for 56.5. There's Natoya Gould, 4th in the Commonwealth Games, 5th in Eugene. Took a bronze medal at the Commonwealth Games back in 2018. She is in good form. She's run 1:57.88 this year, Gould, the Jamaican. She doesn't mind leading either. She's a brave racer. Gemma Reiki exchanged some messages today, Andy Young, I did, with her coach, and he basically said that when she had to cut her indoor season short, she was diagnosed with glandular fever, and she was told it might take up to 12 months to get out of her system. The Olympic 4th placer, Sage Erta there of the USA, 7th in their championships, goes in 5. Olivia Baker shares this lane with Nakai, the world champion back in 2019 from Uganda. Baker of the USA has been a sub 2 minutes in the last 4 races. Nakai, well, only a semi-finalist in Eugene. That was a real disappointment for the Ugandans. Abby Caldwell, bronze medalist in the Commonwealth 1500 metres, didn't get selected for the World Championships, though she'd won the Australian Championships back in April. She didn't have the qualifying time. Lyndon Hall goes in 2, better known as a 1500 metre runner, though she has a best of 1:59 from last year. She was 3rd in the Australian Championships and then a semi-finalist in Eugene over 1500. And Agnes Raharolahi of France, 2nd in their championships, hasn't raced since the 4th of July. Always difficult to go 5 weeks in the middle of the season without a race and then come back. How will she go from the inside? The pacemaker is Kendra Chambers, as I said, on the outside, looking for 56.5. Look for a strong run here from Natoya Gould to make up for that 4th place in Birmingham last week at the Commonwealths. Well, Gould, second to right, was really slow off. She lost a metre there to most of the field, I would say. Although Riki taking a little while to get into her running as well. Quickest away at the moment, I think, is Olivia Baker of the USA. Pacemaker on the outside, Kendra Chambers, of course, with about a 3 or 4 metre lead. They get into their running. Now Gould begins to stride out. Riki slots into 4th place behind her. But it is Baker in 2nd place behind the pacemaker Chambers. And it's a good healthy tempo, this. I'm liking the look of this after 150 metres. Gould in 3rd, loves to run hard. She's a very testing athlete. Set a season's best when she was 4th in the Commonwealth Games just on Saturday. So we know she's in great form, Gould, as they come into the home straight, Steve. This is looking very, very good pacemaking.
Yeah, it's quick. You got the 1500 metre runners have sort of sat off this a little bit, Lyndon Hall and Caldwell. They'll finish quick and they'll run some of these down because that is very quick. Watch out for Abby Caldwell because she's very strong on the home straight, and although they're about 7 or 8 metres back, I think, Tim, 3 or 4 of these at the front will just start to tire over the last 200.
Well, they're bunching as they go through 500 metres. Lyndon Hall leading the chasing group there in that yellow top right of picture. Baker it is who leads, though. Remember, only 5th in the US Championships, but she's been in such good form. She will know her racing. She's a smart lass, wants to be a neurosurgeon, says Olivia Baker. Now passed by Gould, the Jamaican, kicking hard from 200 out, making a brave run from it from that far out. Riki in 3rd, a little isolated, working really hard to get back to Baker. Gould opening up a bit of daylight on Baker. And Erta having a really good run there, back in 4th place. Sage Erta of the USA. She was only 7th in their domestic championships. But look at Gould. Watch the clock. 56.1 at 400. Was a little bit optimistic, but what can she put on top of that? It is quick. It's another brilliant run. 1:56.98 from Gould. That is season's best from her. 60.79. That's a second lap. Gould probably quicker than that because, of course, she didn't lead through the bell. But that was a very impressive run indeed. She is a brave racer, likes to take it out hard. The season's best on Saturday when she took that 4th just outside the medal so frustratingly in those wonderful Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. If you were not aware, if you're on holiday, you got back from Planet Mars, crowds of 30,000 plus every day enjoying those Commonwealth Games. And tonight, Steve, they've been treated to a really dominant, brilliant run from Gould.
Yeah, hats off to Natoya Gould. I thought they might just tire off that. She's had so many races, and actually a very disappointing finish to her 800 metres at those Commonwealth Games, where Laura Muir threw her arm out. She got the medal ahead of Gould. They were devastated. The Jamaican team actually protested it. So they bounced back tonight and run as quick as this off a very fast first lap. That is brave running, hard running, excellent performance from Natoya Gould. Some consolation for her. Only those three women, Athing Moore, Keely Hodgkinson and Mary Moran, have run quicker this year.
No wonder she's smiling. That was a lovely piece of 800 metre running. Took it on early from 200 metres out. She could very easily have sat behind Baker, but wanted to make it a test of real strength as well. She won there by nearly a second. The place times are good, and Sage Herta, personal best, 1:57.85.
First look at Bashim in the high jump. Yes. Smooth as silk. Well, it's a good field. Sadly for one or two who we were hoping would contest tonight, Tamberi and Protsenko. A bit of a struggle. The crowd have gathered down that bottom corner. Were being orchestrated earlier on by Tamberi, but sadly with the bar at 2:28, he's already gone. So the midfield has been whittled down pretty quickly here.
It has, and here is Woo Sang-yok. Now, Woo took the silver medal at the World Championships, relatively new name on the Diamond League circuit. That's beautiful. That's a lovely clearance from Woo. And he's enjoying himself, and that is so important. The world number 2 this year and a silver medalist from the World Championships. His medal colour matched his world ranking. Won the world indoors back in Belgrade in March. That's a super clearance. 2:28 first time. Always nice to keep that clean card.
Nina Kennedy, third attempt, 4:76. Things got sorted out pretty quickly in the pole vault. I mentioned earlier on the likes of Sutej and Moser. Retsius, who's been vaulting very good, the Norwegian, going out very early. So nobody clear at 4:76 at this point. Nina Kennedy, third attempt, fresh from a Commonwealth gold medal. Looks so good at the one or two of the earlier heights. A lovely first time clearance at 4:66. Running to the beat of the drum on the top bend. Oh, she's shut up, but no, it's got a bit ragged at the top. Not to be for Nina Kennedy, but nobody clear yet at this height. So at the moment, she's still in the leading position due to faults earlier on. Yeah, just reaching for that, isn't she? Leg split. She's got a bit untidy on that ball. Never going to get over it. That might be it for the pole vault tonight. They're hoping for, obviously, all of the women to go a little bit higher, but Nina Kennedy, with the first time clearance at 4:66, leads that pole vault. She probably won't enjoy watching that back necessarily.
Shows the importance of those first-time clearances, doesn't it? Now over to Ricketts. Oh, Ricketts leading rather. Tori Franklin it is in round 3. Eugene, silver medalist. Oh, brilliant final phase into the sand. She's a lovely looking jumper. 14:84, her lifetime best from 4 years back now. She's nearly been that far this year, Tori Franklin. She opened with 14:12, then a no jump. Gives away, I think, quite a bit of ground on the board there. Yeah, doesn't even get on the board. 20 centimetres given up there. And this is way beyond 14:50 from Franklin. She jumped 14:72 for her world bronze. What's she done here? 14:69. Second place for Franklin, behind Ricketts' lead of 14:91.
Yeah, Ricketts still leading that. Yes, Rojas is in the competition, but not yet producing what she would like to. So we're going to move on to the women's 400 metres. And on the outside, Kaylin Whitney running the relay. The World Championships. because of running in the heats. And then Candice McLeod, well, what a year she had last year, didn't she? And that just hasn't quite been the same this year. Still ran pretty well though. 7th in the National League World Champs, though not the result she was looking for. Stephanie Ann McPherson, 5th, just a couple of places ahead of her teammate.